because not one of you can out-kill me.
Good morning guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we've got a full day of eating coming your way. I'm 3.5 weeks out from the first show of the year, so as you can imagine I'm in the depths of prep, feeling it but digging. So I'm going to go through meal by meal breakdown and then give you like the total macros at the end of the day. Obviously today's just a standard trading day for me in terms of with where we're at. So this is part one of the breakfast. So in terms of where we're at right now on prep, of course we're digging pretty hard for fat loss. Expenditure's high, cardio's at an hour a day, steps have just been pushed up to 14,000 a day, and with where we're at food wise, obviously I'm going to take you through meal by meal, but you'll see food is definitely not high, particularly for me and where I'm at. You've got to understand that the amount of muscle mass that I carry, this is a very, very low amount of food. So some people might say, oh, but you're still eating X amount, like I'm eating less than that. However, you got to understand that when you're doing the things that we do as high level amateur bodybuilders, which is what men's physique is, bodybuilding, and guys carrying a significant amount of muscle mass, we are pushing heavy deficits here. We're utilising fat burners and stuff like that, which are going to increase our basal metabolic rate. So again, the body is going to require more and more calories to actually hold at a maintenance. My maintenance calories in an off season, you're looking around 3,600, 3,700. I have to push my calories high in the off season. So with where the macros are at here, you'll see there's a vast difference with that, coupled with the expenditure, training, etc. So without further ado, meal one. You will have seen, obviously I've just prepared that now. So here I have part one, which part two's in the freezer, sorry. Part one, 300ml egg whites, green veggies. With that as well, I have some zero cal, sugar-free, whatever it is. Well, it's not even the sugar-free, it's the full 0 cal skinny ketchup, and I literally put a dash of that on. 300ml egg whites. With that, I've got in the freezer. So what I do, I overcook my oats. So I'll put a lot of water in, I'll volumize them. I'll put in the microwave. I think it's around sort of 7 minutes in total at different points. I'll keep cooking it. Put them in the freezer so they set quite nicely. Hold there for around sort of 15-20 minutes. They'll come out. Again, it thickens them up a little bit with them being in the cold. And then I'll add my almond butter with that. So I'll have 25 grams almond butter, 100 grams of oats, and then with that 300ml egg whites and some vegetables. So that is meal one, guys, for the day, and that'll set me up nicely. So you'll see meal by meal. Everything is very, very simple, very, very basic. I'm not doing anything crazy here. I'm keeping things as simple as possible. I'm using foods that are going to satiate me quite nicely throughout the course of the day. But yeah, strap in, guys. I'm going to go through meal by meal. Okay, so part two, 100 gram oats, 25 gram almond butter, and a dash of 0 cal maple syrup. With that, they get a lot of bad rep, these like skinny syrups and stuff like that. Now, I have no issues as long as they don't cause digestive issues. like with people using them. I have no issues with my clients using them. I have no issues with myself using them. Like there's no calories in them. There's nothing in them. There's just artificial sweeteners, things like stevia and stuff like that. People use, and it's not a problem unless it is causing you major digestive issues. They don't on me at all. Nothing really does on prep, if I'm being totally honest. I'll look after my digestive health. I have my fasted digestive health supplements. I have all my health supplements anyway. My health is generally in a very, very good place when I am on prep because of the amount of vegetables you're eating and stuff like that. You never get lazy on that, whereas you can probably in the off season. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of make that point because do I have sugar-free monsters and stuff at this point of prep? Yes. Do I utilise these things? Yes. But you still get in shape. You still get super shredded. You got to look at the end goal at the end of the day. And I have no issues in using them. I have no issues, like I said, in clients using them. And I think like if it's going to give you that a little bit of a sweet tooth and a little bit of a sweet taste and make a meal taste nicer and for no calories, then do it. So yeah, that is meal one now. So as I said, 300 ml egg whites, veggies, 100 gram oats, 25 gram almond butter. Pretty complete protein sources, complete. Obviously you've got some essential fats in there as well, and with that the oats are going to keep me fueled throughout the morning, and just crack on with a little bit of AM work. We're in a Wednesday, so for me the way I like to structure my work throughout the week, Monday, Tuesday are very busy days for me, Thursday's a very busy day for me, Friday I taper off, but Wednesday I make sure that is quite a light work day for me, just to break up my week, because when I'm working, obviously, as an online coach full time, like, yes, the work, it's not like I'm doing like 15-hour days and stuff like that, but the work I am doing is very, very intense, and I'm always available for my clients to obviously message. So it's like things don't really switch off. So it's a case of Wednesday for me, a little bit more of a downtime. So chilling now, just catching up with a tiny little bit of work, but you'll see today's all about sort of eating, training, and making sure that I'm doing all the right things that I should be doing at this point of prep.
You too, man. Thanks.
Cheers, by the way. So, just come off a little bit of a catch-up call there with one of my clients. Now, I'm currently taking on new clients to my team. Now, I'm very much kind of very close to capacity now, I'm being honest. At this point of a contest prep, I'm never going to be taking on a crazy amount of clients. I want to make sure that the work I do with my guys is quality work, and it's not just taking on loads of people for the sake of it, when realistically, time for me at this point is of an essence when I'm in the depths of contest prep. So with that, obviously, you can see I'm working with guys from all around the world. So all around the world, we've got guys in Australia, got clients in New Zealand, Dubai, got clients in Europe, got clients in America, all different areas. And what we've built as a brand here, as the coaching company I work within under Ben Bray Coaching, is a phenomenal community. So if this is something that you're looking to get on board with, obviously working with myself, you can see obviously some of the transformations on my social media, etc. And just obviously feel free to drop me a message, hit me up on my type form, whatever that may be, which is obviously on the bottom of this video. But right now I am still taking on a few clients. And more than likely when this video drops and it's coming up to the latter stages of prep and post-show is when I'll be taking on more guys. So if this is of interest to you, obviously just give me a shout. Okay, so preparing meal 2 and meal 3 because we're travelling to Premier Gym today to see my coach Zach, so I'm going to take my meal 3 with me. So meal 2 is same carb source as meal 1, 100 gram oats, same fats but slightly less almond butter, so 20 gram almond butter, and then with that chicken breast. So all my protein sources, like main protein sources, are like for meals 2, 3 and 4, they're all chicken breast now. So the only fats that I get is through the trace fats in the oats and fats through the almond butter, just because that's my preferred option of fats. I do like the almond butter in there. So with that, obviously you can see my protein intake for the day is solely down to egg whites, chicken breast, and my final meal is literally just a whey shake. with unsweetened almond bries. So in terms of with this meal, so preparation is going to be 200 gram of chicken breast. That is cooked weight. Just put it in the air fryer. If you've not got an air fryer and you're on prep, you need to get one, seriously. So I'll put that in with my gym chef seasoning. I like to make my food taste nice. Gym chef seasoning is great. Essentially next to no calories within it, and again it can make the food taste decent. And then with that I'm going to have my vegetables with that meal as well. So 100 gram oats with that, 20 gram almond butter, 200 gram chicken breast, and green vegetables for meal 2. Meal 3 we'll touch upon when we get to the gym, exact amounts. Okay, so meal 2, pre-workout meal, pot 1. So 200 gram chicken breast, green veggies, so broccoli and iceberg lettuce, and then I've got again my oats in the freezer waiting for me after this, and I'll add my almond butter to that, and again just literally a dash of the 0 cal syrup, and then yeah, from there I'll be in a position where ready to make the drive down and go train some chest.
Back. Now when you do this, look, you know when you go to the back here?
Yep.
Big fucking chest, mate, show it.
Yeah.
Okay, right? So when you come, when you're there like that, and you do that,
Push, yeah, then hit it again.
hold, then go round.
Okay.
To the rear. There you go, yep. Hold. Bit more. Yeah, there you go, good. I think that's your front shot. So I mean, your back shot looks great when you do that as well. You just put it there, lean forward, just hold it, split second, bang like that. Yeah, okay. And then also as well, I know we're being really intricate here. When you go here, and you've gone like that, get your head up.
Okay.
And just look to the side a little bit. Maybe just look at, I don't know who, whatever fucking judge is down there.
Yeah.
Alright, you're just gonna go. Because you lift your head up, they get to see the chest then. If you've got your head down here, can't see your chest. Let that light hit. Go. Just look over there, smile, and fucking go around. Yeah? Okay? Because if you imagine that these lights are going to be hitting here. Boom. If you've got your head down here, like your eyes, you're hiding your chest.
Yeah.
Okay? Then 10 days is going to be horrific, but it's all of a means to an end, isn't it? It's to get to the point where you get to 10 weeks out, you get to 2 weeks out, and you're ready. That's where we want. We want you ready in 2 weeks. Just go into that fucking last week, stress fucking free. It's still gonna be hard. I give you 5, 6, 7, 800 fucking grams of carbs, man. You're gonna be fucking starving your fucking head off. But that's just because your body fat levels. It's not dictated because of food. That last week is just like, just seeing my physique get better and better and better and better. Instead of chasing that little bit more that you got to, then waiting to the last fucking day to fucking carb you up because we haven't had the ability to do it because we're still chasing in that last week. Preps don't always go fucking smooth, and some people have to keep chasing in that fucking last week. But the way things are going at the minute, as long as you can fucking understand that the next fucking 2 weeks are going to be fucking tough, it's just so the last week or two doesn't need to be as tough, then that'd be cool. Just got to keep your head screwed on.
So wrapped up a chest and arm session. So post-workout, 60 gram raw white rice, 200 gram chicken breast, green veggies, again a load of salt in there. I do 12 grinds of salt at the minute and the pink Himalayan salt, making sure that sodium remains nice and high, and it will remain high throughout prep until a potential manipulation later down the line. So with where we're at right now, obviously on prep, really digging in. This is my final carb meal of the day post-workout, and then obviously final couple of meals after that are just going to be zero carb. One of them be chicken rice meal, which we'll talk about when we get there, and then it will be an away meal. But catch you for meal 4. Okay, so here we have meal 4. So this is 200 gram chicken breast, iceberg lettuce, and that is it. No carbs, because there's no carbs in the fake ketchup that you can see there. With that, I've got my sparkling lemon and lime flavoured fizzy water. So again, no carbs. So the last 2 meals of the day for me on a training day are no carb. So with that, it's 200 gram chicken breast with the iceberg lettuce, and for me, I like to keep my carbs in and around training. So you'll see I'll have 2 high carb meals. I'll say high carb, they're not exactly high carb, but 2 of my higher carb meals, meal 1, meal 2, to fuel my training session. Post workout, slightly smaller carb but easily digestible carb sources through rice, and then from there, just in the evening, just go zero carb. I like to fill my carbs in around training. It just, at this point in prep, it doesn't make sense to be spreading them out evenly throughout the day. You've got to be strategic with where you're going to have your energy jump ups and where you're going to have your insulin spikes, etc. So yeah, meal 4, about to get that down, and then we'll take you to meal 5 after.
The secret ingredient.
Secret ingredient, you've got ice up. So here is 500 ml, well it's 490 ml, or 10 ml off. I'm not going to open another almond breeze for that. So unsweetened almond milk, obviously next to no calories in that, but still counted towards the daily macros. With that, ice, and then the goat. The goat of all, Dimetized ISO 100 gourmet chocolate. Yeah, I know, it's expensive, alright, but it's on prep, it needs must. You gotta understand, when I'm on prep, I don't go out to eat anywhere. You gotta understand, when I'm on prep, I don't go on holiday. Understand, when I'm on prep, I don't really do much apart from eat, sleep and train. So I can spend more money on my protein. I don't feel bad for it. I'm still saving money every month. So 55 gram isolate. With that, I do opt for the isolate because always look at the macros of your protein. Just as an example, the Train by JP performance protein, which I was using about 16 weeks out, and I didn't even check the macros, to be fair, because I was 16 weeks out, I was like, oh, it's just protein. Check the macros, and this isn't, by the way, me slagging off JP Performance Protein, it's just saying it the way it is. Per 30 gram of whey, there was like 5 gram of carbs. Now, or 5 or 6 gram of carbs. Now that, if you're having 50 to 55 grams of what you think is whey, or whey isolate, can be equate to like 8-9 gram of carb. So the fact that this is such low in carbs and it's just essentially pure protein, always, if you can afford to, opt for the isolate. Another good option is Perform. But again, it's slightly, very slightly higher in carb than this, but only very slightly. But this is an unbelievable protein, unbelievable taste in isolate as well. The one thing about isolates is usually they don't taste great, but this is phenomenal. So Dimetized ISO 100 gourmet chocolate, absolute goat. Yeah, by the way, I have just had a shave. We started recording first thing in the morning. Meal 1, 8 AM. Now coming into 8 PM. So you can see I condense my meals, and I've just had a shave since we got back. Look forward to have a shave. So that is essentially, guys, after I've mixed up a full day of eating. I'll mix it now, and then I'll do a full rundown afterwards. So again, 55 gram of whey. For a lot of people that might just be like, oh, I'll have that post-workout, I'll have a whey protein shake. The fact that this is like, I say a meal, it's part of the nutrition for the day, because food is so low, NutriBullet it. Like, you've got to really be quite strategic with how you're going to fill yourself up at this point of a prep. Like, you see, I volumise my oats, I do utilise like the sugar-free sweeteners and stuff like that. I utilise things like unsweetened almond milk, just to thicken things up and just make things taste a little bit better, but at the same time, like I said, satiate myself a little bit more. You see, 2 of my carb meals are oats. So it's being clever with your foods at this point of prep. Obviously still utilising foods that digest well and sit well, but you can see I'm being very clever with utilising the calories I've got available to me right now on prep. So that's a full day of eating wrapped up. You've seen obviously what my day in terms of a meal standpoint entails. I'll give you a full breakdown of my day as well. So I usually wake around 5:30. I'll get up, come downstairs, chill out, just usually watch a bit of YouTube or something, or just grab a coffee or grab my fasted AM supplements, have usually around 1.5 litres of water. Then I'll do my fasted cardio. From there, I'll come back inside, then go straight into meal 1. So you've seen obviously meal 1. Then from there I've got my second meal, pre-workout meal. From there, go train. With that I've got my intro workout, EAAs. You then see my post-workout meal from that standpoint. Then we go into obviously the zero carb in the evening. So again, you've got then my chicken veg meal later on in the evening, and then now condensing to 8 PM my whey isolate. So that is a full rundown, so you can see how little I am actually eating. Like for a guy, like I said, of my size, my muscle mass, with what I'm doing on contest prep, like it's really not much food, and expenditure is really high at the minute. Like the minute I'm doing an hour's cardio, 14,000 steps, training, it's a large expense. So this is driving me into a pretty crazy deficit right now, but we're just getting those last little bits off. We're 3.5 weeks out. Realistically, working with Zach, he wants me ready at 2 weeks out, he says. 10 days to 2 weeks out is our ideal spot for where we want to be, because then we can pull back on expenditure. You can peak me properly for the show. We're not having to dig until 3 days out to try and get more body fat off. We know the body fat's going to be off, and we know that we can actually then, we're in the condition we need to be in. It's a case of then removing that fatigue, the look will improve, and then we're primed for glycogen loading. So yeah, that's a full rundown of what I eat 3.5 weeks out to get contest shredded. Don't try this at home. Only do what your coach tells you to do. If you are interested in coaching, hit me up.